Alright, here we go. Already into picks and bans again.
Gotta give it to the Europeans. They know how to do it on time.
Yeah, they're very punctual. This is so easy.
Yeah, with like NA teams like CLG and TSM, you're waiting a good half an hour. It's a good half an hour before that match starts.
Well, it's let's see. It's still start at 2. It's been an hour. We'd be getting ready to start game 1 about now.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, there's the Twisted Fate band going out, Morgana band going out.
Now, maybe it's just me. I haven't seen Twisted Fate banned a whole lot. I know he's a really powerful champion, but it's either a targeted ban at a specific player.
Yeah, they could know that they'll pick it up for some reason. There could be that side that they know they play Twisted Fate on a certain side because they like it more, or fits their what kind of strategy they're going for. There's definitely a reason for the Twisted Fate ban that I don't know of, but there's definitely a reason behind it.
Yeah, and we do see Janna and Soraka bans here, so a little bit of picking on the supports.
Yeah, sports are definitely competitive play, like #1 bans right now.
I guess it's one of those ways you can really affect the enemy's team comp, because a lot of the comps are built around what support you can get now, right?
Yep, exactly.
And Ahri ban, that's not surprising, and Lee Sin. I don't think anybody's gonna let us see Lee Sin in a game.
Yeah, I don't think Lee Sin is nearly as good as Mundo is. I think giving up Mundo is a much bigger issue than Lee Sin. Now, granted, Lee Sin does have a pretty terrifying early game if you're on the enemy team, but Mundo has just a terrifying early game. In his late game, he's literally the most unkillable tank in the game. I mean, you just don't kill him.
Yeah, and it really puts a burden on the rest of your team because you have to fight Mundo. You have to itemize against him. Somebody who's going to right. You have to have ignites. I've seen people go with Madrid's Razors again, and Blood Razor,
Executioner calling and stuff like that.
Right, which you would never see.
Yeah,
normally.
Never see normally, but he forces teams to get these, not so great items sometimes.
Yeah, things that don't synergize well into their builds, and that's where I think is kind of an unseen power of champions. Champions that outside of just their abilities, they force the other team to play differently. Yeah. Because so much of this has been theory crafted to a point where there's a definite there's definite best build, there's a definite best way to do most things in this game. And champions that make you kind of go away from that and play differently, that's almost like a completely separate, and it's like having a 6th ability.
Yeah. It's like a 6th sense.
Dun, dun, dun.
But
ooh dear, I'm wondering if that's going to be top or jungle.
He's definitely a stronger top lane, I feel. Jungle, he does clear very fast, he does control very well, but I think his strength is Tiger Stancing people top lane. I mean, you Tiger Stance, if you get a couple Tiger Stances in at level 1 and you have Ignite, that person's dead, no matter what champion it is. Udyr at level 1 with Tiger Stance is like the absolute best killing machine.
Yeah, and he's very powerful. I mean, I like him out of the jungle too, but I don't... Bear Stance is really good for ganking. I just feel like it's harder to get there, especially against lanes with CC. They're just not going to let you get to them and get that stun off. Mundo's slow, is ranged. Ooh, Karthus pickup. I like that pick. I hope they lock that in. Karthus is just fun to watch. Plus,
these are fun to watch.
Yeah, plus you get to watch that global just kill somebody who thought they escaped.
Oh, yes. That is the escape. Never mind. They have a giant red beam closing in on their head.
Yep.
Yeah, we are seeing Kennen being picked up here again from middle.
This time we have the Tarot Graves against Udyr Sona. That should be a really interesting lane.
Yeah, that's more of a... We're kind of tanky. We kind of got burst. They shouldn't have too much issues versus the Urgot Sona lane. It'll be an okay lane for Urgot. I don't think either way is going to be swayed too much. So I think they're okay. Yorick actually being picked up here.
Yorik's an interesting top lane pick. I like Yorik a lot, but I'm the switch to Vlad, so it doesn't matter. I still like Yorik, even though they switched to Vlad.
On that double caster, then we got Mundo to just tank all the damage they could possibly want, and then the Targraves to sit there and focus whoever comes in their face.
Yeah, and that's what's great, because normally you'd look at like an Udyr and say they have one pick left, and oh no, they can go really tanky here on us, but you have Mundo. It doesn't matter. You will always be tankier.
Jungle Olaf or Jungle Udyr? Probably Jungle Udyr. Oh, no, it is Jungle Olaf. Oh, man. We got juked. We got swap juked.
Fool me once.
Yeah, fool me once. Shame on me. Fool me twice. It's still shame on me.
Alright, well, I don't know, this could be interesting. Udyr's still a pretty powerful jungler, and Olaf top, for some reason, I feel like we see this matchup all the time. Olaf and Vladimir. And I can never decide who wins it. Because it really depends, in my opinion, on whether or not Vlad has his pool to escape the initial damage burst.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested to see how this top lane goes. It's both champions that are going to play more aggressive than last game. The last game we had Malphite and Riven, and both of them just wanted to get farm. There wasn't a ton of focus on killing. Top lane is not going to go that way this time. You're going to have Olaf and Vlad, and they are both going to want their junglers in there, and they are going to want to kill each other. Whereas bottom lane might be a little more passive this time. You've got Urgot and Sona, who are going to be hard to kill. And then you've got Taric, Graves, who are both fairly tanky in their own right. Really, the only person in that lane who can be consistently picked on for quick bursts is Sona.
Yeah.
Mid lanes. I feel like Karthus doesn't usually do as well against high mobility champions. So I'm interested to see if he's able to keep up with Kennen. It's also going to be very mana dependent. Whereas Kennen just doesn't have to worry about that. So I'm wondering if he'll be able to back Kennen, or if Kennen will be able to back him a lot more, either to get mana or to pick up mana items. And he's also going to have a little bit of trouble keeping the AoE on him. But I do...
Yeah. I don't know. I feel... I'm gonna have to... Gosh, I don't know who's gonna win. I kind of like Western Wolves team comp more, though. They have that... We're super tanky, but we can also dish out a lot of damage at the same time. Where and I almost feel like they don't have to like go all in. They have the Sona. They have the for the movement speed and the to get away to kite. They have Karthus' wall to disengage. They have Olaf's axes to disengage, and then they're all generally pretty tanky. They all got shields. That kind of like two of them got shields. Got the heals from Sona going out, and it's just more like I just feel like they have more like balanced team comp that like every aspect is covered, whereas the other guys it's more of like a all-in team. It's like when we go, we're going all in. We can't. There's no other choice. We have to fight, blow our ultis, and if we're not successful, we're probably gonna lose. Where with Western Wolves is they can keep fighting because their damage is just going to be consistent. I mean, Olaf and Karthus' damage and Urgot's is all just continuous. It doesn't stop. It's not super bursty except for Olaf's true damage. But other than that, it's just going to keep coming out and out and out. Where two casters like Ken and Vlad, if they don't get two good ultimates off, that's pretty much a botched team fight, and they will most likely lose.
Yeah, and I think that's another place we could see the problem. Now that you bring that up, is if they botch those ultimates, they're going to have trouble disengaging because of the Karthus wall and the Olaf axes. Basically, if they mess up a team fight, Western Wolves is not going to let them get out of it.
No, definitely not. I'd say, if I had to guess, I'd say Western Wolves would have this game. Just based on team comp.
Right. All other things equal, the team comp is superior.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well here we go into Game 2. Don't normally like to root for teams, but I would love to see a Game 3. We did not have a Game 3 yesterday. It'd be really cool to see one today, so I would love to see.
Awesome.
It's so exciting. I would love to see Western Wolves
More's
take
on the
this
line.
Alright, gonna run a commercial and we'll get into the game here. I feel like game 3's everybody picks conservative. Nobody wants to be the guy who lost game 3.
Yeah, no kidding.
Alright, here we go, and I'm going to adjust my sensitivity a little bit. Because it was still on my game settings, which meant I was pinging all over the place last time.
We're busting out a lot of pings here.
Usually when you see that, it's because they want to invade, but it looks like everybody's just kind of fanning out and covering all the entrances.
Oh, Tarek is going to be a little bit aggressive.
Now that I say that. I swear, even on the 3-minute delay, these guys know what I'm going to say just so they can do the opposite and make me look foolish.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Alright, looks like everybody's going down to get started on their jungle pass. We're not going to see any level 1 fighting here. Probably for the best. I don't think either team would have a huge advantage in level 1. That tends to be the picks lately. I think a lot more people are picking late game champions these days. I think we see a lot less as far as shorter games and level 1, level 2 fighting. We'll just kind of come to that agreement that we're going to farm to level 8 or 9 before we do anything.
Yeah.
And looks like they're going to leash Udyr here at blue. And everybody just getting up into lane. Ah, the Broloff skin.
Broloff. I saw he's wearing 2 shirts with collars. I'm like, too much, bro. Too much.
Cool bros wear 3.
Yeah, Tarek here playing a little bit on the side here, on the side brush. Don't know if they're trying to bait them into that or combo, but he's definitely just sitting over there. Deciding to back off.
Yeah,
Mundo is heading top here. Olaf could be in trouble here. He's going to go around the back. Udyr is a little bit farther away. Oh, here it is. This is going to be perfect. Oh, Vlad taking tons of damage, though. First Blood will actually... Oh, it does go out. Great play.
Wow.
Out of cannon there.
So, yeah, I mean, Olaf got overextended there, but he picked up the kill, which makes it worth it.
There's Udyr. They're finding the Mundo right there in the top lane. He's going to do a lot of damage. There's the stun going out. Veggie going to be definitely in trouble here. Phoenix Dance going out. Oh, there's a flash going out. He needs one more attack, and he's going to get it. That Mundo's going to drop.
Good job by Skull there, following up on the fight and able to pick up the kill.
I wasn't sure if the Phoenix Stance was going to have enough damage, but it definitely did. Mundo did drop down like a big sack of potatoes there. And that is 2 kills for Western Wolves already. I already called it.
The knowledge of elements is too strong.
I'm actually impressed with myself. I'm taking myself a pat on the back for I've called every game so far. I called the 2 games before this, and I called the game for the first game in the series.
Well, there we go. Let's see how this one ends up then.
So
see if you can keep your perfect record.
Before Western Wolves loses.
Yeah, we'll have to see how far we can make in the tournament. I'm going to start keeping track of this now.
Yeah, I'm 3-0 so far. Got a killing spree.
And bottom here, it looked like Urgot Sona were starting out really well there, but it seems to have evened out.
Yeah.
Farm is exactly the same. Yeah, and with the ward there, they're just going to stay away from Terry. And the minions went after him, so he knows there's a ward there.
Ooh. Oh, there's a double kill.
Wow.
Cannon and Karthus taking each other out. It's always fun to see.
And the jungler's fighting again, but Mundo at a huge disadvantage this time. Not worth it for him. I'm still getting used to this new spectator mode. I got like the message that there was fighting going on somewhere. And instead of going to the fighting I knew was happening at mid, I looked at the message and missed the first kill. Like,
yeah,
like beeps at you
I was kind
now.
of looking bottom when that was going on. I was like, oh snap! Like they're middle. Oh, Veggie again getting caught in the jungle.
Oh, that's not
Phoenix
good.
Sands. You're going to be able to one more hit in the red buff.
Oh.
Will tick and not actually take him down. That was very close. Good thing Kennen was there, or Veggie would have surely died.
Popped a potion just in time there. You could watch the health just starting to go even and then climb back up slowly.
Oh, we might see a little engage here bottom. Udyr is going to steal these golems. Only taking the big one because you know that's the only thing worth it. Doesn't see Tark in there, but Graves is so incredibly far pushed up. He's definitely in big trouble here.
Yeah, this is not going to end well.
This is a free kill.
Oh,
no,
good
the
flash.
dash. Great play by Puky Style there.
Wow, that was impressive.
I thought, I was like, he's dead. That's over. That's a kill. But great play to actually flash dash, being able to create a gap between them that Udyr just couldn't close.
And everybody just back to farming now.
Yep. And action back to farming.
Kennen pushing up a little bit, but not really able to make anything of it. Karthus going to be keeping an eye on that. Just going to back off every time he sees the lightning rush.
Yeah. Ooh, can't get a Q there.
Yep, and top still going back and forth too. Really nothing interesting happening. I think the junglers kind of got a lot of early aggression and realized they needed to start farming up again. So
yeah.
both of them have kind of backed off. We haven't seen any big pushes against lanes here recently.
There's the blue going on for Karthus. Kennen not needing it, so Mundo can just jack that up.
And Mundo
That's
not
also
really
one of the
needing
things
it
we didn't
either.
talk about the Kennen. Kennen is actually really good middle because he doesn't require blue, so junglers just love him.
Yeah, I always like getting to keep my blue. And Karth is taking wraiths here real quick. With the ward, they actually know he's doing it, so Kennen going to push here. Still trading at bottom. Oh, looks like we may have Udyr coming in for a gank here. Vlad does not appear to see him. Oh, maybe did see him. I'm not sure there. But either way, they are on to Vlad. A lot of damage going out here. Will he get away? No. Good kill there by Olaf. Vladimir falling top. And Kennen doing a little chasing onto Karth mid, but nothing serious. Mundo going in for a little bit of jungle. Just going back. Never mind.
Yeah, decides to back out.
Really a very good job there by Olaf and Udyr able to run down Vladimir after the pool.
Yeah. He's going to sit here, attack middle for a while Karthus comes back.
Oh, Big damage onto Urgot. He falls. Very good job by Graves there. That was an incredible burst. And really nothing Urgot could do. He got stunned. Sona even got the heal, and it just wasn't enough. The burst from Graves was too strong.
Yeah, Tark Graves definitely has a lot of burst. When you W R combo on Tark, that just allows Graves Q and R to hit that much harder. Graves is what I like to call an AD caster, in the sense that if you get armor pen on him, he's a caster because he hits so hard on his spells. Like, he's an AD carry, which his spells are like, you know, what he's good for.
Right. And they're going to go ahead and transition that into Dragon, and not even really challenge there from Western Wolves. They just didn't have the positioning or the health to go in and fight there.
So the game is now slightly out of Western Wolves' favor, but they are definitely still in it right now. We've yet to see a team fight, which is going to be the deciding thing in this. So we're probably going to have to wait till another Dragon comes up before we see a big team fight. It's going to be ganks and laning phase for a while.
Yeah, and the gold very, very close, but Western Wolves actually behind a little bit because of the Dragon.
Only 500 gold.
Yeah,
globally, too. That's really, you know, nothing to be upset about.
You figure that's 100 per champion.
Yeah. No big deal.
And Mundo coming up possibly for a gank here, but I believe Olaf going to get out here.
The ward did just die, though. But he doesn't know that, obviously, unless he saw it.
Going to be very careful. Oh, and Urgot running onto Vlad here, running back out before he hits anything, though. Not really enough of a minion wave there. He just started taking tower hits way too soon.
Yeah, Vlad definitely has to be careful of that true damage, and it's definitely something he doesn't want to be, doesn't want to tank.
And Olaf's just got to be careful that when he does go all in, he's got either enough mana or ignite or something to keep Vlad from just healing up as he fights him. And it looks like Udyr is here. They're going to tower dive. Next wave, I bet we see a tower dive here.
Oh, 110%. No doubt in my mind. Oh, Sana is taking a lot of damage to your bottom, though. Will she go down to the ignite? And she actually won't.
And they are onto Vlad. He is in trouble. Can Udyr get the stun out? No, it looks like Vlad might get away. Oh, great chase by Olaf there.
That true damage is nasty. Cannon is running up, though. He will be able to cut them off. He is low. This could be a possible double kill. He's going to lightning rush over that.
Oh, but the damage is going to go out here with Karthus coming in. Kennon's in trouble.
There. It's picking up one kill.
Udyr does fall, but there's Karthus to pick it up. Oh, man.
Fortunately, the wrong direction. If you flash over the other wall, he could have possibly been safe. But that is in the heat of the moment, so you can't always know what to do. And we actually have Urgot going down here bottom while all that was going on. We got action all over the place.
Wow. And see, that's where they're going to run into a problem now. They've done really well everywhere else, but in this bottom lane, if Graves gets fed, that's going to make or break team fights. Because he's just going to come in and with that burst damage, but then his auto attacks are going to continue to do a ton of damage. If they can't find a way to contain Graves, I don't know how much it's going to matter that they've won the other lanes.
Yeah, well, bot lane is definitely one of the biggest factors in winning a competitive match. If you don't have a very farmed AD carry, when push comes to shove and someone else can auto attack and you really can't, and Urgot isn't that great of an auto attacker to begin with. He's more of a, I sit in lane and I win by kills, and that's how I start dominating you. And it just doesn't happen. The opposite happened. Urgot actually lost his lane, and Urgot is known for dominating the laning phase.
Yeah, and it was basically just back and forth even laning, and then every now and then Graves would jump in and just burst Urgot to dead, and it happened twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they took Sona over Taric, because Taric and Urgot is a devastating lane. You land a stun, and that's a free, combo out of Urgot, and Urgot's combo early game is, incredibly strong.
Yep, and it'll be interesting to see if they're able to push mid here. They don't have a minion wave right now, but they're clearing waves so quickly. And with Karthus gone, they have a shot at the turret here. Because Karthus really is that big clearing presence for Western Wolves. Vlad coming down into the fight. Olaf still at top, so this will be a 5-on-3, 5-on-4 now that Karthus is back. Looks like they're just going to spread out and go back to lanes now. Poor Vladimir came all the way down here just for everybody to leave.
Doing a lane swap, actually.
Interesting. I wonder how that's going to work out for him.
I think Kennen definitely has a better survivability than Vlad. Kennen's Q range is a lot longer. He can farm from farther away, and he's got that quick lightning rush that he can escape those close encounters. But he is taking tons of damage from Karthus Mill here with those Qs.
Right, and that's where the difference is going to be. I do agree that Kennen will do better against Olaf, but is Vlad going to do better against Karthus, particularly with blue buff? He's going to be able to spam that Q and just kind of hold Vlad, I don't want to say out of range of his own Q, but it's going to be really hard.
Definitely going to have to farm on tower.
Yeah. I don't know if they have Dragon Timer or if they're doing a lane swap of their own here.
I think it's Dragon Timer. If I had to guess. It's been a while since we saw that dragon.
And here comes Tarek, but Olaf is waiting right there. Oh, here comes Mundo. They have a ward, so they know Mundo and Udyr are there. And everybody collapsing in onto Dragon. Now we have all 10 players in the vicinity. This will be our first full team fight.
That's exactly what we said. We had to wait for another dragon to see a team fight. Here it is. Mundo just doing a great job of zoning everybody out. Wondering if they're going to start this, though. We're trying to just get some poke damage in before the team fight starts. Oh, Mundo's going to dive right in there. Udyr actually flashing in. Are you going to drop incredibly fast? Oh my god, they're just dropping instantly. We talked about those ultimates going out. There's just nothing happening there, unfortunately for them.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Quadra kill.
Oh, the Urgot Q picking up Vlad as he's running away. The range on that. Wow.
So, I mean, that helps a little bit, but we just had a quadra kill go on to Graves.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be devastating. As we talked about those two ultimates, and Vlad and Kennen had great ultimates.
Look at that damage. That damage from Graves.
And then Graves just sat there, yeah. That definitely helped him out. Graves getting a better laning phase than the Urgot, as we said. That's when push comes to shove and auto attacks are what makes a difference. In this case, Graves was able to just sit there. Their all-in work, their ultimates worked, and Graves just did work on everybody that team fight. Oh, Udyr going to come in and steal that, though.
And the rest of his team coming in. They are in trouble here. There goes Mundo, and Graves going to try to jump over the wall here.
He's going to get that, though. Oh, and he will take him down with a little bit of flame.
So that helps.
So
I mean,
that's not so bad. They actually picked up Dragon. They got another 2 kills, so that's an actually even trade for Western Wolves and Alex.
Yeah, just sticking around a little bit too long there. And the problem is still going to be the 5-kill Graves, or 6-kill Graves now.
Yeah. Well, I think if Western Wolves really just focuses that Graves, I mean, he's their biggest threat. I mean, they can get a good swap off. They can CC. They can ultimate them. They can just do something to lock him down. That's how they're going to come back. But as we saw last time, we saw Skull actually flash into him, into his range, trying to jump on that Graves quickly, and he just got focused and almost instantly killed, which is, kind of strange because he's not that untanky, but he literally just got melted. Udyr got just melted.
Yeah, and we did have Kennen go down top, and a steal on blue buff, and that's one of the downsides is nobody really needs blue buff over on HCL, and so they don't defend it as well. And the problem is they let Karthus get both. He's just going to be a huge problem.
Karthus farms.
Yeah, and when he has blue buff, he doesn't have to worry about turning off his AoE.
No, he just leaves it on.
Yeah.
Actually, Udyr can pick it up. blue buff and Udyr is also very, very good. Being able to spam stances is just increasing what Udyr is. The cooldown reduction and the mana to spam it, it's just, it makes him, just that much better. If you have a turtle stance, more HP, more, more survivability, more sustain back to yourself. Every time you bust out another offensive stance or a bear stance, you're closing gaps, you're dealing damage. Blue buff is actually, I think, really underestimated on a lot of people on Udyr.
Yep, and we've got everybody coming top now. It looked like initially a gank on Olaf, but he was able to get out of there. And looks like they will go for the tower. Tower should fall pretty easy here. They do have a ward there, so they're going to see Udyr coming around the side here. This could be bad for Western Wolves. They don't have the vision, so they're going to get initiated on, and they don't have all 5 here. Yeah, this is...
his ultimate's going out, double ultimate going down on that skull, and he's going to drop, as we talked about. When they focus fire Udyr, he's going to drop regardless.
Yeah, and that was really the big downside right there. Now, unfortunately, they only got one. Olaf was able to escape, and they did blow a lot of ultimates. But if they transition it into a Baron here, it shouldn't.
I don't know why Western Wolves is being... they really need to contest this because, granted, they are down a man. They are taking Baron, and they don't have any ultimates on the other side. Well, that poke damage is really good. The fail flash by Karthus doesn't really be able to get that. That's going to be a free Baron.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately for them. Oh, my God. If they go in on this, they can actually win this. Oh, my God. So much damage going out. They aren't able to take out anybody yet. Oh, my God. And he comes down ultimates right to the face. Look at that Graves go. Nothing is standing in his way. He's literally taking out everybody that Graves is carrying. So very hard. Oh, the ultimate heal going out from Tarek, though. Not being able to stay alive. Urgot taking actually somebody out. And that's going to be... Udyr actually coming in here. Will Graves get caught? He does have tons of buffs, though, and Vlad is there to support him.
Yeah, I don't... That was just unfortunate. They couldn't finish any of those kills, and they left way too much damage on the table. Udyr's going to be in trouble if he can't get out here. With the
ultimate. Western Wolves would have won if Belgian Beast was actually able to flash over that wall. They were taking so much damage from Baron, and then they were forced to run in on this kind of weird area. He would have had his AoE, his wall on all 5, and Baron tanking them too. So I mean, that would have just been like a pretty much easy ultimate after you die. Sit there and that was really just unfortunate for them. I really feel that they would have won that team fight if he was able to flash over.
Yeah, and it does suck when you fail a flash like that. That could have turned a fight around, and still didn't work out terribly for them.
No,
but I mean, it should have been an ace, or at least 3 or 4 kills.
They lost Baron, but it still is 14-14, and they're only 4K ahead of them. I mean, this is still anyone's game.
Yeah, and it just seems like the problem's going to continue to be Graves, now up to 7 kills and no deaths. Yeah, and look at that damage right there onto Olaf. And I don't think there's anything they can do to protect this turret. They're just going to have to let it drop. And that's one of the big downsides of seeing the AD carry get so farmed. Being able to tear through turrets. And looks like we may see a fight here top. I don't know why Western Wolves is going out to defend this outer turret. I don't see that fight going in their advantage at all. And Urgot able to get a few Qs out, but the increased regen from Baron buff is going to make up for that.
Yeah.
And see if they're actually able to hold the engage here, or if they're going to run away. Oh, good wall from Karthus there. Does force the pool out of Vlad. And it's interesting, neither team really confident in their initiate right here. Yeah, Veggie does get that slow onto Udyr, but nothing serious. And with the minion wave, we should see the push.
Oh, Skull taking lots of damage. The ultimate is going to go out. Oh, Vlad getting caught there, but they're not going to capitalize on anything there. They're just going to sit back. They're too afraid to engage on them with that Baron.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate. They might have been able to burst Vlad down, but the rest of the team was right behind them. You know,
I'm
Graves
surprised
was
they
taking some.
didn't swap or anything like that. I mean, Vlad was definitely, you know, there for the taking. I mean, he was able to be killed there. I think if they just had a little bit more focus, or you know, communication issues happen sometimes. Maybe Selena, maybe she said, you know, hey, I'm gonna bust out an ultimate here, and no one else followed up.
Yeah. And a lot of times I think once the other team gets Baron, your team's mentality just shifts so quickly to, let's just kind of turtle this out. We don't want to fight them while they have that buff, that you don't take advantage of anything, you know, just because you don't want to risk it. You know, yeah, maybe you kill Vlad, but if you lose 3 people to do it, it's not worth it. And that Baron buff is just intimidating when you see it on the other team.
It's very intimidating. It's one of the most intimidating things. I mean, you really have to gauge, you know, we're having an even game and they have Baron, right? So it's really, you can really only, you know, go in on a Baron if you're so ahead and they like stole it from you. You know, you have the 10k lead and they have Baron. You're like, okay, well they have Baron, but we still have 10k on them.
Right.
So we still could probably fight them. But right now they're actually behind and the other team has Baron, so it makes it very, very intimidating for them to make any aggressive moves versus that. But again, at the same time, sometimes it isn't your right choice to make that aggressive move because it's unpredictable.
And see if we get a team fight here. Actually, pretty aggressive pushing from Western Wolves. Now that I believe Baron buff has ended, yeah. So we'll see. We should see another team fight. Ooh, Udyr might get caught out here. Let's see if he can get away. Now it looks like he did make it out. Oh man, Udyr just not having luck with positioning here.
Ken Ultimate going out doing tons of damage. Udyr's gonna actually get away with the flash turtle stance. Mundo actually might go down here. No, he won't. Graves Ultimate picking up the kill. Sana is gonna drop. Udyr's gonna swap out Graves into their base though, but it doesn't even seem to matter. Graves is gonna sit there and say, whatever, I'm gonna pick up all the kills. He's got did he actually get another quadra kill?
No, I think he just got the double. But
oh my god, Graves has balls of steel, is what I like to say. Gets swapped into base, but whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna
not
kill
even
both of you.
Exactly, not even trying to escape, just swapped into base, and then kills
it's like
everyone in their back line.
I will kill you. I will kill you in your base.
And Skull going down again.
Unfortunately, my prediction was wrong. Oh no! But this is a great game played by both teams. This is a lot closer game than we saw last time, and congrats.
Yeah, really a very, very good showing from Western Wolves there in the other lanes. They did very well top, very well mid, but Graves just too strong. I mean, you saw when he got swapped there in that last team fight, just murdered everybody on the back line.
Graves is definitely the shining star on Alex there.
Yeah, definitely MVP of this game. That was very, very